Welcome back to the weekly watch list. Hopefully everyone had a good week of trading last week. Let's dive in to look at some of the assets that I'm looking to trade this week. The first on the list, we have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been amazing over the last couple of weeks. Had some really good results off of Bitcoin, really targeting the bust stops around the daily setups of the 10 and 20 action zone, or looking at a 4-hour action zone as well, where we've had some really good opportunities. Now, just remember, we look at the daily setup for more short to medium term sort of setups where we can get in and hold them for like a week or so with a bit of, we can be quite relaxed and we can really sit through any sort of short-term pullbacks when we've got that nice setup around the daily EMAs. Or we have the opportunity where we can look at the 4-hour setups where we've been a little bit more proactive, looking to get in, maybe get out, or even get in and hold it in good times. It just depends on where the price is elsewhere. But Bitcoin looks very promising. Now, the thing we've got to look at right now, the price has moved a little bit away from the daily EMAs now, okay? So the bus has left the bus stop. We don't want to chase after the bus. So what this means is I wouldn't be looking at getting into this right now on like a medium-term basis, because I wouldn't have confidence that this is going to carry on going without maybe seeing a bit of a pullback or a sideways motion. Just remember as well, the history tends to repeat itself when the price does tend to leave the 10 EMA. Okay, we don't know how long, but we know that it's not long before either a sideways motion to let them catch up or a pullback will be required. So for that reason, I wouldn't be looking more medium term. I wouldn't be surprised to see a short-term pullback in Bitcoin next week. However, this could just carry on blasting. The only action zone I'm going to pay attention to is going to be the 4-hour setup, where I'm going to be more short-term trading in and out. And Bitcoin realistically do that move probably within a day or two. Okay, but just be very cautious around that 4-hour setup. That's the only time I'm going to look to trade Bitcoin this week. Otherwise, a deeper pullback is going to be required to reset before we can get in with mass confidence again. Next up, we've got Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong in a very good position. Okay, we're quite close to the daily EMAs right now. Going to be focusing on a 4-hour setup. And then on the 4-hour setup, we're looking to take it back up to the high. Again, we're at the 4-hour EMAs right now. So that's exactly where we need it to be when it opens up next week, to be able to look at taking action to ride it back up to the highs, or being proactive, getting in and out for some really short-term trades. Next up, we have Spain 35. Again, probably one of the better performers amongst especially the European indices. And they're performing better than the US indices currently. In a very good position. You've kind of got a nice daily bounce we've just had. You can also look for some 4-hour setups as well. So just wait for that price to meet back up to the 10 EMA, and then look to get in and load up on the position to ride it back up to the high for the week. Again, with the target mapped out on the green level. We then have gold. Gold has obviously performed amazingly so far this year. It is at a time where it should start to slow down. You're starting to see this now. We've seen that sort of sideways motion based on the seasonality sort of trends. However, I do think that personally, even a sideways motion, we could see this get back up to the recent high. Not a great deal of room in this. Okay, but I think it's at a daily setup right now, so it looks promising to maybe go on Monday. But again, we could look to see on Monday if it does kick on, look at the 4-hour setups and look for some short-term profit to be made on the shorter time frames. And then we also have Coffee Arabica, the other one I'm going to be looking at. Again, I'm probably not going to trade this first thing on Monday because I feel like it hasn't got back out of the zone just yet. It's still kind of bearish on the daily. I want to see a little bit more confirmation on this, so maybe wouldn't be trading this on Monday. But if this can close back above the previous bearish bar, give me a good bit of confirmation that it has now bounced out of that action zone, then wait for a 4-hour pullback to then look at taking action, and you'll be looking to take it back up to the previous high. So that's the 5 I'm looking at for this week. All 5 of them in a bullish direction. Again, looking for a very promising week. Make sure to ring the bell, like and subscribe to the page so you don't miss out on the future watch lists.